been quite the experience. I've really enjoyed the things that we have been learning. Uh, your kids are phenomenal. They have completely taken in the procedures and policies, and our behaviors are very minimal. So learning is at its maximum right now, and the things that they are accomplishing in class are nothing shy of remarkable. And I mean that so sincerely. So just keep encouraging your students because they are just really um, impressing me every day. I've loved this year so far. So if it keeps going this way, it's going to be one for the books for sure. I wanted to go ahead and give you some information early this week. Instead of doing a Friday update, I'm going to do this Thursday because there's a lot of stuff that's happening tonight and tomorrow that I wanted you to be aware of. So, first of all, tomorrow is our first Good Morning Slaughter GMS, and we are announcing our very first Alpha Wolf. You will get an email tomorrow congratulating that Alpha Wolf. We're doing something pretty special this year. We're using your child's picture in one of those motivational posters. They have their picture, and then at the bottom, it's got like a motivational saying, and it's going to say Alpha Wolf, but then it'll have a motivational quote underneath it. And we're going to decorate our room with the Alpha Wolf motivational quotations and their pictures, and then you'll get those at the end of the year. So it's going to be pretty exciting. You'll see an example of that tomorrow when I send out the congratulatory email to our very first Alpha Wolf. Um, if you did not sign the release to have your child's picture, sent out on the internet and all those things that we use to celebrate and to showcase our work, then your child's picture will not be sent out in a congratulatory email, but we will still um, send a congratulatory email with just the first name and congratulate your child that way. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. So that's tomorrow, Good Morning Slaughter. Following Good Morning Slaughter is the first room mom meeting. So if you're a room mom, for me or for any other teacher, if you have siblings in the building and you're going to room mom for that teacher, the meeting is tomorrow morning right after Good Morning Slaughter. So be sure you attend. Uh, Progress reports go out next week. I can't even believe it's that time. But I'm going to do something really special for you guys. I know that getting a piece of paper home with some numbers on it and not really having someone there to explain to you how to read it, what to think about the numbers, is kind of, I mean, it's great to have a piece of paper, but if you don't really quite know what it's saying, it can be a little frustrating and sometimes intimidating. So I am going to send those home, but along with that, you will be getting a video email from me that walks you through your child's progress report. It will be a screencast where I walk you through exactly why they scored what they scored and what their current levels are and what the assessments are saying. So hopefully it'll be, it's a bit of a one-sided conference because you can't really respond to me directly at that time, but at least it's some information. And obviously if there's any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me, and I will make sure that we get on the same page and I address any concerns that you have. So I just wanted to let you know that that's coming down next week. And I want to make it as user-friendly and informative as I can for you. So that's next week. Tonight is Chick-fil-A night, so please stop by and have dinner there and let them know you're with Slaughter, and the proceeds will go to helping our PTO with some fun things for your kids, like bringing in guest speakers and doing all kinds of events with them. They're a great support for our school, and any way we can support them is important. So if you have a chance to go by Chick-fil-A tonight, please do so, and don't forget to say you're with Slaughter. Um, Also, Girls on the Run is a third grade through fifth grade program. If your daughter has signed up for that, if you have a third through fifth grade daughter and has signed up for that, they're meeting tonight also. Um, Next week, we are learning about place value, so be ready for a new flipped video on place value. I want you to know how I'm looking at place value, how I'm teaching it, and what they need to be expected to do with that place value. So be on the lookout for that coming down the pike. It probably won't be until maybe Monday or Tuesday of next week that I kick that out, but you'll be the first to know. We're doing an author study on Robert Munsch. So we're looking at similarities in the text that he writes, the way he writes, and just really looking at his history and who he is and why he writes what he writes, and how those books can be similar and different. We are also looking at doing our first experiments in science. So we're studying the scientific process, and it's going to be pretty fun. We've got some pretty fun activities ready for next week, so be looking for them coming home with some excited news about the mysteries that we're unraveling next week in science. In writing, we're talking about small moments and writing about those small moments. Typically, elementary school students have a tendency to sort of ramble on and tell you every single detail of every single story when they want to write. They don't do it when they talk, but well, some of them do, but they just have a tendency to want to tell you everything they can possibly tell you when they write. So we're talking about kind of kicking in slow motion and slowing down for one small moment that you really, really want to emphasize. And there's a few tricks that I have in mind to teach that, and I'm planning to send a video of those tricks to you guys also here coming up in the next couple of days. And you have asked, and I am putting together a training video to help you with fact fluency at home. I have a great resource that I'm using, but I want to make it as thorough and comprehensive for you as possible. So I am really putting in a lot of effort on that video. So please bear with me and be patient. I will have that to you here very, very soon. I just have a few little things I have to tweak, and then I'll finish that project up and send those out to you. But the kids are doing great. The expectation for the first 9 weeks is only 50% of that sheet that we sent that first week of school. So I think it's like 55 questions. They have to do 50% of that in 10 minutes. And that's the expectation for proficiency in this first 9 weeks. So a lot of the kids are there already. So just to kind of give you a gauge as to where they are. But I definitely want them to try to master those by Christmas, just to push them. I think this class is capable. So we're going to really hit those hard, and I think that you and I working together is going to be, it'll help them a lot more. So be on the lookout for that. I promise it's coming right down here in a couple of days. Okay. The other thing is the kids and I kind of got carried away today in math. We took our learning, extended it beyond what I thought they were capable of doing. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to start throwing out challenges on Edmodo. If you don't access Edmodo, I can send home a hard copy of these challenges. These are 100% optional challenges. The kids know that if they get frustrated with them, to stop, unless they want to persevere and keep going through. But if they get so frustrated that they're getting upset, there's no point in it. I don't want them to be frustrated, but I do want them to try, because they might surprise even themselves. So I told them that they can use each other and collaborate that way, and they can use other elementary aged people to help them, but no parents, no older siblings can help. I want them to struggle. This is meant for them to push through their fear of failure. It's meant to help them really utilize what they're learning about drawing pictures to solve problems. And it's supposed to be rigorous. It's supposed to be hard. It is supposed to be a struggle. They should have a hard time solving this. But I told them, if they try and their process is correct but their answer is wrong, I will still give them a prize for trying. This isn't about right or wrong. This is about you getting in there and getting dirty with it and to really push through and try to solve problems that are really difficult. I want them thinking. I want them struggling. I want them to bust through those barriers because um, I think at this point, everything's kind of been handed to them. And if it's a question and it's a problem solving question, even the numbers are simple enough that they can solve it fairly easily. Um, it's not for everyone, I'll be honest. And, they know they can try it. It's always going to be on Edmodo, so they can always go back, in 2 or 3 weeks, 2 or 3 months, and try it then. I just want them to know that those challenges are out there. So please understand it is absolutely optional. It does not affect their grade in any way, shape, or form. There is no judgment on it. There's no stress, no pressure, no nothing. It's just a challenge, just to give them something extra fun to do at home if that's what they want to do. They are motivated to do. If it's frustrating them, they don't need to keep working on it, okay? Um, they can talk on Edmodo for the next few days. I have lifted the moderation, so I don't have to be on there to release any questions. They do know that their etiquette, it needs to be at its highest, so they're able to talk to each other and collaborate on these questions. So if they have a chance to get on Edmodo and discuss with each other, please let them do that, because I think that's when you get these great minds together, I think they're going to be able to solve it pretty quickly. So anyway, it's just a little something that I'm throwing at them. But like I said, it's optional, and please, please, please don't help them. I know it's tempting as parents to you see your kids struggle and you want to help, but just it's neither here nor there. It doesn't affect their grade or anything like that. It's just a chance for them to kind of see what they can do with some pretty tough math. So please let them figure it out on their own. And obviously, if you have an elementary aged sibling in the house, your elementary aged sibling can help too. I'm cool with that. I want their thinking and not really an adult thinking, because adults can figure it out pretty easily. All right, I think that's it. It was a lengthy, lengthy email, and I apologize for that, but there's a lot that I needed to get out there to you. So have a fabulous weekend. It is supposed to rain, but be cool. So yay for the cool weather, and I will see you guys on Monday of next week. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing. It is such a joy to teach your child. They are all very special and wonderful and brilliant kids, and I appreciate you letting me have 8 hours a day with them. I promise that I am doing everything I can to give them the very best that I have to offer them. So have a great weekend. I will see some of you tomorrow morning at Good Morning Slaughter. I appreciate everything you're doing, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.